Is the Pink Ranger from the new Mighty Morphin series going to die? Before starting the video, we would like to thank Ethan, the actor who plays Tommy in the new series, who commented on one of our videos on our English channel. New photos from the new series have been released, and there is one photo that could be quite controversial, but first we need to analyze it to see if it will be part of the story. In this photo, the Pink Ranger is lying on the ground and appears to be lifeless or knocked out. This could easily be a clue that something is going to happen to this Ranger, which would be incredible for the story. The reality is that it could also be something simple, perhaps the actress is resting, as they have commented that the recordings lasted many hours and there are several photos in which the Rangers are resting. For example, in this other photo, we can see the Pink Ranger and the Blue Ranger taking a break and using their cell phones. Honestly, we can see how incredible the costumes look, and I must admit that I would have liked the costumes in the special episode to have had this design. In the next photo, we can see something interesting, which is that the Pink Ranger and the Red Ranger are in Ravcon. This is Zito's planet, and this character will also be part of this series, but here he will be a child. We had to cover these children's faces because YouTube blocks comments if children appear in videos, but these children are from the planet Ravcon because they also have small antennas on their heads. In this photo, we can see that the actors are taking a photo, and behind them there is something interesting. If we zoom in a little, we can see that there is a robot inside this part, which means that they are in an important place with a lot of technology. Another thing I want to mention about this photo is that you will notice that Tommy does not appear in several photos, which means that this character may not appear at the beginning of the story and may make an epic entrance. Here we have another photo in the Utah capital, and Tommy is in this photo, which may mean that the battle in this setting may take place after the middle of the season. Another important thing to note in this photo is that although we haven't seen the Rangers with their weapons in any of the photos, here Tommy does have Saba, which is common since this character always has something extra that makes him stand out. This is another location where we will see the Rangers, and this place looks like a forest from another planet. In this photo, the actors are resting, but we don't know if that's part of the story or if they're just taking a break before continuing to work. We should note that the locations they've built for this series look spectacular and are on par with any Hollywood project. We've seen this place before, but it's amazing to see all the Rangers together without their helmets. In this photo, we can see the costumes very well, and although they all look spectacular, we must admit that Tommy's shield looks incredible. Here we have another photo of Rita, but in this photo she is only wearing the main part of her costume, and we can see all of its spectacular texture. This is part of the team working on this project, and they are responsible for making this series spectacular. This photo is important because we can see that Tommy is not in it, so it is likely that he will appear later in this same fight to help the team. Something important I want to point out about this photo is that you can see that the series is being filmed with a high-quality movie camera, and I mention this so that you realize that this is not going to be a project with poor visual quality. This means that if the costumes look spectacular in these low-quality photos, imagine how they will look in the series when filmed with that type of camera. In this photo, there is something important to note. If we zoom in on the monitor, we can see Golder and notice the filming style. The background is blurred, the character is very well focused and perfectly lit, and we must remember that this is the unedited image. The same thing happens in this other image in which Kimberly is about to transform, and we can see that they have chosen not to use a green background, at least for the beginning of the transformation. If they manage to add good special effects to this transformation, it could become one of the best transformations in Mighty Morphin. If you're excited about this series, like this video and subscribe to stay up to date with all the Power Rangers news.